a few days ago, HHS Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price, bastard, was, I guess, triggered by a reporter asking a question. The reporter was then arrested, and Price retreated to his GOP safe space. The police are claiming that the reporter was asking questions in an aggressive manner. How dare you? An aggressive manner? I mean, yeah, he's trying to, kick. He's happily participating in the effort to kick 24, is it 24 or 27? Between 24 to 27, how about that? Million people off of their insurance, ensuring that many more people will die every year because they don't have coverage. Also bringing back pre-existing conditions, exclusions, also dropping any requirements that health insurance actually cover vast swaths of healthcare. All this kind of stuff, all this absolutely shitty things, while at the same time trying to maintain the parts of the ACA that are like freaking blowjobs to the insurance industries. But that's no reason to ask a question in an aggressive manner. I mean, come on, are we animals? Aggressively asking questions, there's just no place for that. How did I get this? Oh yeah, this little bitch getting his panties in a twist over being asked a tough question. Again, this is one of those things, like, if you're a Republican right now, and you've been one of these, or especially a Republican that's been helping or been working to enact policies like this that are horrifically unpopular. I mean, the last round of the of Trump care, I think something like it was its approval rating was down to something like 17%. So whenever you're trying to do something, trying to fuck over the people in such a unabashed public manner, get ready for some tough questions. But anyway, the police claim he was asking questions in an aggressive manner. How dare you? Mind your manners. I mean, yeah, people are gonna die, but there's no reason to be uncivil. And have charged him with willful disruption of governmental process. Which I don't even see how that is a possibility. Like, unless he was actually physically blocking this douchehole's, way. Like, keeping him from, he's disrupting the governmental process by asking a question. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, so evidently this is the kind of behavior that we're coming to expect from the big, tough, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps Republicans. They have to have the cops intervene when a reporter asks a question. I mean, seriously, what a fucking joke these people are. According to the reporter, the question he was attempting to ask Snowflake Price here was whether or not under Trump care, I added that part. I'm sure he said the American Health Care Act. But, I want to do my part to make sure. Like, okay, they labeled the Affordable Care Act Obamacare. I say we go by a you break it, you buy it policy. So this one is Trump care. So now, anyway, basically what he asked was whether or not under Trump care, domestic abuse would be considered a pre-existing condition. Which, in my opinion, is a reasonable question, considering, I mean, well, obviously it's going to be a pre-existing condition. But still, I mean, hell, I remember back before the Affordable Care Act, back in the bad old days, there was, you could get, kicked off your insurance for something like a fucking yeast infection. And that does happen. That did happen, at least. And it quite possibly will start happening again. But, whenever someone asks me about the whole Trump care thing, or says anything like, oh, what's, what the deal is, could end up happening, go watch Sicko. Michael Moore's movie about our healthcare system. Before the Affordable Care Act, before any of this happened. And that's basically what's going to be going right back to that. Like, as far as coverage and care goes, it's going to be almost exactly the way it was before the Affordable Care Act. With the exception of the government keeping, again, all of the juicy money-making bits for the insurance industry. And just ditching everything that actually made it worth a shit for the voters. So we're still going to be giving that industry our taxpayer dollars and our money for premiums, but we're just not going to get anything out of it. But anyway, of course that's going to be a but anyway, that's the thing. That was it. It was just a simple question. Is something like that going to be considered a pre-existing? Because really, when you look into it, like, a lot of things are pre-existing conditions. A lot. And that can make, because you can't, a lot of times, you can't afford a lot of treatments anymore unless you have insurance to cover it. Health insurance is not an option. You have to have it because nobody, with the exception of maybe a multi-millionaire, could afford to pay out of pocket for any kind of significant health insurance, any kind of significant health care. Where was I going with this? Anyway, oh yeah, the pre-existing thing and people not having insurance and not being able to get it. But that's, oh god, that too, that is just the whole Trump care, whole insurance thing, overall, what's going on. That is definitely a subject for another video, a much longer video. So I want to wrap this one up with basically saying this, like a little something, little advice to Mr. Tom Price here. I got one thing I want to say to you. To him, to Tom Price. Buckle up, Cupcake. Because you ain't seen nothing yet. Alright, just wait. Just wait until this shit actually hits the fan. Alright, till it actually goes into effect, if it goes into effect, and actually starts to affect people. And when the people fully understand just how hard and how dry you fucked them. Alright? If you think people are aggressively asking you questions now, just wait. And to any other, like all the Republican lawmakers out there, all the GOP, everyone who voted for this absolute shit heap of a bill, just you wait. Because this is the good part, alright? This is, like, shit you not. I mean, mark my words. This is the best reactions you're going to get from voters, from people in the country. It's all downhill from here, and you fucking know it. Because from this point on, right now, this particular date, May 13th, 2017, this is the best. This is the best that our insurance system, our healthcare system, is going to be. It's not going to get any better. And if the Affordable Health Care Act passes, and if it goes into effect in in any way similar to the way it was or how it was written when it passed the House, things are going to go downhill very quickly, and people are going to fucking notice. And you're going to have a lot more people with a lot more aggressive questions. So, get ready. Alright, so, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.